How's it going, guys? This is Lil Harvey. Today I'm going to be doing a tour, a tour of me, my brother, and two of my friends' survival server. 1 week in. So this is kind of just to document. This is kind of just to document the server in its early stage. And then maybe, I don't know if I'll make one of these once per week. But yeah, so it's been about a week since we started. Maybe like a day later. But yeah, it's been about a week. And I'm just gonna show off the world so that I can look back, or we can look back and see how far we've come, or whatever it may be. So I don't really know how to start. I guess I'll start this with my I'll start this with my base. So these houses, these three houses, especially these two, my base and my brother's base, were the first builds on the server. So basically, like, I think we spawned in that direction, I think, if I remember correctly, and then we just ran this way for like 1,000 blocks or something like that, and this is where we ended up. And I built my base, and I'm still living in this base, so I'll just show it. It's really simple. Oh, and this is modded, by the way. The main mods being the Aether and Create, but we also have we have a few others. But this is the inside of my base. It's obviously nothing special. These chests and barrels and stuff, I'm actually gonna keep a bed on me just in case it turns night. But these chests and barrels I just fill with random stuff. Up here I have a bit more storage. I have a stone cutter, a smoker which I use for kelp, which is really important for create, and then a blast furnace which I use sometimes. But yeah, so this is my base. If you go out here, I don't have like a backyard, but yeah. So next I will show off my friend Chablis' base. He actually doesn't really consider this his base anymore. He's already kind of moved on to another area, which I will show. Basically, when we first started, everything was good, and then like a day in, he couldn't play. It would just kick him from the server every time he got on. Turns out he upgraded his computer like 4 or 5 months ago, I think, and he's had his monitor plugged into his motherboard the entire time. He was never connected to his GPU, so he was on internal graphics. He connected it to his GPU, and now like everything is good. So like, yeah, it was just a weird thing. So he built this like a couple of days later, or finished it a couple of days later than we finished our houses. But it's pretty nice. It's nice views, especially with the shaders. Go down here. No. But yeah, he doesn't really consider this his base anymore. He kind of just like it's his house, but I'll show like where he actually lives. So that's Chablis' base, and then this is my brother's base. He's a big cemetery fan. His skin is cemetery. He still lives here. Oh yeah. He's at work right now, so he's not on. Basically, me and Chablis have iron farms, which I'll show. And my brother has mostly focused on like building and hasn't really dealt with create, and he doesn't have a lot of iron. He's still using stone tools, so he's gonna come back. I just left him 2 stacks of iron ingots. It's his welfare. Up here, this is bed. Oh yeah, here's one of the mods. We have blinds, which is cool. These are custom doors. These are custom blocks too. They look pretty nice. I haven't really dealt with them that much though, but yeah. So there's the three main bases. Over here is Zaniel's Taylor, who Zaniel isn't a real person, that it doesn't mean anything. I don't think this will actually, I think this is just gonna be like decoration to fill in the town more. Yeah, I don't think that this will actually be like anything will actually be sold here. I don't know why he called it Zaniel's, but I think he said he's just planning on putting a villager in there to make it look like it's just some like guy's shop. Next, this tower currently, my brother built this too. He built the Taylor, this, and I think this, and that. I don't remember, but he built this tower. Currently, it has no use. I think he said he might make it into like a hotel, but it's more so just to like fill in the town, I think. Over here, we have the library, which is probably the coolest looking building on the outside and the inside in the town so far. You have an enchantment table, Aether portal, nether portal, and it uses, like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is Holy Stone, which is from the Aether mod, and then that's Netherrack, obviously. Looks really nice. This is the library, I don't know if I mentioned that. I do hope that, you know, we expand it more and you can actually go, like, on the upper floor, and stuff, but currently it's just the downstairs, I think, unless there's, like, an area. No, nothing back here, so it's pretty cool. Hopefully they'll expand on that. Next, I will show you this. This is Calvin's Boat Shack. So that's my brother. His name in game is Farmer Calvin. So Calvin Boat Shack. You just take these boats, and you can like go out on the water. So this is like the dock. I haven't used it yet, but it's pretty cool. Free boats. Jesus, dude. The lag is insane whenever I like record or something. But yeah. And then right here used to be until yesterday, there was it was a log, like a lumber mill, or not a lumber mill, but like a log shop. So you would buy tree logs. No one ever used it. My brother built it, and it actually was pretty nice looking in my opinion, but no one used it. And he tore it down, and now he's building like a statue, but he won't say what it is. I think it's like a bird, but I don't know. Then over here we have another enchanting table. This one, I really like how it looks, just like from the inside. Like that looks so like that just looks really cool. Like just like the way it's covered by the bushes and like the sun comes through. It looks really cool. This is our notice board. So here we just say like, you know, town. It's like town news. Libraries under construction, which is that. Farmer Calvin. This needs to be updated because yeah, Farmer Calvin is constructing a lumber shop. He already built that, tore it down, and is now building this tower in place of that. I put this here. I put Dig Dog, which is me. Dig Dog has plans to exploit other dimensions, which is true. I do plan on using the nether roof for create stuff, but that's kind of far in the future. I just kind of wanted to fill in the board a little more. Dig Dug will pay 5 diamonds to revamp the cobblestone generator, which I will show. It is over there. Farmer Calvin has declared himself as mayor. Leo Bob, which is Chablis, proposes an idea to use the river to supply energy. So yeah, that's cool and all. And then over here, this is Chablis or Leo Bob's build. So it's like a lumber mill. Yeah, sleep. Come on. It's like a lumber mill. Basically, it's supposed to be like, it's like mostly aesthetic, like you would never like mine these or anything. What this does is it strips logs. So if I got a log, like a regular log, and put it in this chest, and then it would come out, get cut by that, and then it would come out as a stripped log, which is pretty cool. So it's really nice. You can go up here, and it's pretty chill. These are torches from the Aether, which is cool. So this looks really nice and cool and all, but you might think it doesn't have much use except this. But if I go down here, this is Chablis steam engine. So this is like one of the best ways, if not the best ways, for power in the Create mod, which if you don't know, the Create mod is basically, it's like Redstone kinda. Hold on. It's like Redstone in a way, but it's like a little bit more intuitive and in depth, and more a little more realistic, I'd say. Like it's more like mechanical, and then Redstone is like electricity and wiring and stuff, but this is like more mechanical. So the steam engine basically 147,000 stress units is a lot. That'll power a lot of things. So basically you take the power produced from this and you can use it to power like machines like iron generators and stuff. So if I want to describe the way it works, basically these fluid tanks are heated up by these blaze burners, and this lava is poured into buckets through a spout, and a mechanical arm takes the buckets, keeps these hot, and then the water is being pumped from this infinite water source into the tank, and then it's like steam. It's steam energy, I guess. And then this is a water mill that I think just like kind of like, you have to use like something like a water mill or a windmill to get it started. I used a windmill. When I show my steam engine and stuff, you'll see it's a lot less organized and doesn't look as, it looks nowhere near as good as this. However, it does produce the same amount of power. Over here is some things powered by the steam engine. So like he has really nice like I guess you could say like wiring that goes like through the walls and powers all this. This is a compactor, or no, this is a press, a mechanical press. Here I can like show an example. If I put an iron ingot on this, it becomes an iron sheet, which is really important for building things and Create. This is a mixer. You can like mix things and they become other things. This kind of hard to explain, but this is cool. And then this is a mechanical crafter, which you need to craft certain items in Create. There's one really important type of item in the Create mod called crushing wheels, and you need to use these to craft them. So yeah. But if I come over here, I can actually show the crushing wheels being used. Or, okay, as his machine's off, it seems. Or his iron one. So these are crushing wheels. Basically these are really important. Like I said, they need to be, the mechanical crafter needs to be used, but he has his machine off. Mine will be on. It's the exact same. I'm pretty sure. We both just followed a YouTube tutorial because I mean this is pretty complicated. Like I would never figure out a system this like in depth. Basically, when this machine is on, basically cobblestone is generated. It's broken. It's like crushed and all that, and then made into iron ingots. I don't really understand it. I just followed the tutorial and it works. But yeah, so I mean, as you can see, there is some like redstone involved in this. Like it's not just it's not like redstone doesn't help. Like if I flick this lever, this will turn on. I'm not gonna flick it just in case it does like mess up or something. But yeah, and then this he also just built today is his andesite alloy generator. An andesite alloy, I look it up in here, is one of the most important items in Create. Like it's one of, if not the most, like it's like kind of like the foundation for like almost everything in Create. So it's kind of nice because it gives a use for andesite, which is like a, that's just like a regular Minecraft block, except it's kind of pointless in regular Minecraft as far as I know. But in this mod, it has a use. So this is running right now, I think. Basically, he followed a YouTube tutorial for this. I know how to generate andesite. I don't really know how I'd make an andesite alloy generator, I guess, but basically, cobblestone is generated, it's crushed, I think, or something, or it's like mixed or something, and then you get andesite, and then you use, mixing stuff to get it to mix into andesite alloy, and it generates infinitely. So, and then I'm pretty sure this means that these are called vaults, and these just hold like a ton of items, like they're huge, just item holders basically. Uh, this vault is 4% full, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so this is his little factory, but this is basically Shibli's base now. He said he's just gonna live in here. I personally would like to just keep it separated, to not have my base be also where I do all my Create stuff, because I have my volume turned down really low, like my Minecraft volume turned down really low right now, but it is super loud, especially when you have the Steam engine. You have this running, this is loud, you have this running, it's super loud, and also it can be pretty laggy. But yeah, so it's really cool. It's actually so loud that you can hear it just like running upstairs, or like above ground, like you can hear it above ground. So that's why I prefer not to, that, you'll see, mine is like mine is far, like no one will hear it or anything. So let me go show you the other side. I'll take the bridge there. Eat real quick. Basically, this is like the main town area, I'd say. And the other side is more of like a farming area. For now, this is a storage area, which does not appear to be in use yet. Basically, my brother built this. He wanted to have an area. It would be split into like 3 or 4 corners, and we'd each get our own like this would be my area, for example, and then this would be my brother's, and then this would be Shibli's or something. But we haven't utilized it yet. It does look cool, but yeah, we just haven't used it yet. This is our stable. I don't know who's the horse with the silver is mine, and then I don't know whose is which between my brothers and Shibli's, between these two. But yeah, the silver one's mine. I kind of forget that I have it, and I end up not using it, but it's whatever. This is a pretty simple cow, sheep, chicken farm, just keep these. I should actually, oh, a cow ended up in there. I should keep these bred more. I haven't come over here that much recently. I've been mostly focusing on Create, and we got wheat, and what is that? That is onions. I just took a screenshot. Onions, and then cabbages, and then what is that? Infertile crops. I don't know. But this is where I get my food. I mean I don't really come here that often because I kind of just get so much bread. I don't need to get it. But if I ever need food, I just come down here, get a bunch of wheat, and then just place the seeds back. Nothing special. On almost every server, my main source of food is bread, just because it's easy and it's just fine. Then this right here is really probably gonna be the worst. Like, no offense, but basically my friend Johnny, or our friend Johnny, this is gonna be his house. He just started building it today, and it just doesn't really match, honestly, like the vibe. Like, I'm not a good builder or anything, but like this literally just like doesn't match like the vibe of the town at all. Like at least I suppose it's fine because he's not building it like in like the like town really, but it's also just kind of in a weird spot too. And oh yeah, I also give him some welfare. But yeah, just an interesting block choice. I mean, maybe it'll turn out good, but I don't know. Like these, just a very interesting choice. So if I come through here. Alright, so I think I showed you everything in the town, I think. Oh yeah, I'll show you this real quick. This isn't really in the town, but this was gonna be, we had another person, it's my friend Shabli's friend joined, and he built this like really nice looking house, and then he died, and he just quit. So this is just a base that's gonna be like unused, but we were thinking that maybe we might just use it as like we might convert it into something else, because it's a really nice big building that would be cool to just like use for something. Like thinking maybe like some sort of town hall or something. But yeah, if I come this way, this is Johnny, who had the pink house. This is his old base, I think. So as you can see, it's also very like bare, small, and disconnected from the town, but that's fine. This is my build. I honestly kind of just want to tear it down. It's a cobblestone generator, which I made and like on like the second day of the server, and the block choice and like just isn't, the block choice isn't great. I kind of tried to make it like all gray like that because it's a cobblestone generator, but it just ended up not looking very good. To be fair though, I was really tired and just wanted to get off the game when I was making it, but I also wanted to finish it, so I kind of just rushed it and did this. But all these blocks are modded, you know, except for that. I mean, it works well. Like I can take, I mean, yeah, it generates cobblestone, so it works. It's just kind of ugly. This isn't powered using a steam engine or anything. It's powered using a windmill. Basically, it's super slow, but like people don't need cobblestone that much. So like, as long as it's within range, it'll keep generating it, and it'll just, you know, add up. So it's a little windmill. This was the first create thing I made in the server. I think this was the first create thing in general in the server. Windmill powers this, it's a cobblestone generator like the typical water and lava one. This windmill is powering these drills, which break it, goes into a hopper, goes into the chest. So it's super simple, nothing special to it. The building did not have to be this big, I just made it this big, but as you can see, it's super slow. It was actually even way slower because this originally was the only drill, and as you can see, it's going at 4 stress units. So I made another one, and then using like a little trick with gears, I doubled the speed of this one, so it goes a little bit quicker. But yeah, super slow, really simple. I mean, it works, but I do I either want to just tear it down completely and just make another one, or just like change the building up a little bit, because it isn't great. But over here, another one of the first builds on the server, which I built. Once again, I'm not a great builder, it's incredibly basic, but it's the Salvation Army. So basically the idea was, if anyone new were to join, like Johnny, which he actually did use this when he first joined, he could come in here, take whatever he might need. I'm actually gonna take that. I don't know if I put that in there, but I'm gonna take that because quartz is important for create. But like, as you can see, there's some armor, some type of armor, some netherrack if anyone needs it. But yeah, basically, I mean, if I have anything in my inventory that I just like don't need at all, I'll sometimes come in here and just put it in here. If someone else, you know, checks it and then they end up needing it, then great. Now I'm gonna show my quote-unquote factory, but I wouldn't really call it that. It's more of a, it's not really a factory, it's kind of just an it's a hole in the side of like a mountain basically, and it's where I'm doing my create stuff. And it actually used to look way cooler. The gravel, up until earlier today, used to like cave over and it was like all dark and stuff, and then I accidentally placed a torch and it all just fell down, so now it looks worse. But basically it's nothing special down here. If I come in here, just a big hole or a big dugout area. It's not like a factory, but this is my iron generator. This is the one that Chablis also made. I finished it like a couple hours ago. It's already generated this much. So if I just AFK it, you know, it'll continue to keep it producing. That's why I feel so comfortable just giving away 4 stacks of iron, because I just don't need much. And I'm actually gonna just put this in here. These are my chests generally for create stuff like gearboxes, deployers, hand cranks, shafts, andesite casing, you know, just andesite to make andesite alloy, which I can now make a ton of, because andesite alloy, as you can see, it only takes 2 iron nuggets and 2 andesite, so I can now make a ton of andesite alloy. But yeah, so I just followed a tutorial. This took a couple hours to make, not because it's like hard to build, it's just getting the stuff to build it can be really annoying. Like there are certain things within Create that are just really annoying to get. Like these what are they called? Like mechanism, or what is it? Speed. Oh yeah, rotation speed controller. Pretty simple, just 1 brass casing and another thing. But these precision mechanisms are pretty like annoying. Like they're not hard to get or make, because you have to make them, but they're annoying. And there's also luck in terms of making them. If I actually click on it, there's only an 80% chance doing like the weird thing you have to do to make them that it actually makes it. And it's failed twice for me when making these. You can follow all the steps. You have to basically repeat this process 5 times, and then there's an 80% chance that when you finish it, you get a precision mechanism. It's failed twice, and it's not like the end of the world. It's just really annoying. This is my mechanical crafter. It's not powered by my steam engine yet, but mechanical crafters is what you need those to make these crushing wheels. So this iron generator requires 4 of them. So you need to make 4. Then this is just a hand mechanical press. And the cool thing about Create is that you can power it by hand. So like I showed the Chablis earlier, I put it down, instantly did it. If I don't have like a steam engine, or if I don't even have like a windmill to power this, you can power it by hand and press things by hand, which is cool. But yeah, I'll hook like one up to my steam engine soon. Just lazy. But this is my steam engine. I built this and this, actually both today. Like I was kind of like feeling like behind on Create, but I built these 2 things today. Each one, I'd say the steam engine probably took like an hour and a half, and then this probably took like 2 hours. Steam engines are actually, they might look complicated to like the untrained eye, but they're actually pretty simple, and for how good they are, they're not that hard to make. Like seriously. So like, as you can see, 147,000 stress units, just like Chablis. Not as pretty. And I can actually show it a little bit better than Chablis. basically, with you create an infinite lava source basically. So the lava drips down through the drip stones into these cauldrons. Then there's pipes that that suck the lava out of the cauldrons into this spout. It fills up this water bucket, this mechanical arm, which also requires a precision mechanism, grabs the bucket and he uses it to fuel the blaze burners. Alright, so as you can see, it takes the bucket, it fuels the blaze burner when it runs out of, fuel, puts it back on the spout, spout fills up the bucket, he puts it back. So it's really cool, really interesting, and this is all like self-sufficient. Like this is all being powered by the steam engine itself, which is cool. This windmill you might have to use to like kind of like I guess like jumpstart the steam engine, but once it's like all started and up and running, you can like break it off and it's just all running like by itself. These are water pumps. These aren't pumping anything right now because they don't need to be. That was actually just to help get it started too. I don't know why I have phantoms when I've been sleeping. These pumps are pumping. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I mean that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, alright, well, I think I got everything. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else, but yeah. That's our survival server. A week into its creation, I think that it's progressing very, very nicely. We have a good mix of people building, people doing create stuff, productive stuff. Maybe if I make another one in a week, then if I keep actually make these weekly, because if the server actually lasts that long, I'll probably only just show like updates. Like I won't go through everything again because that'd be pointless. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I got basically everything that's actually important. There are other things like kind of like villages and stuff that I go to, but that doesn't really like. There's a village over there. That's a cave I mine at. Mob spawner. Another cave. Portal. Like, yeah, that stuff doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool world so far. So I'm pretty happy with the direction it's going. Typically, survival servers never end up looking this good for us, even like after we're done with them. So we've only been doing this for a week, and we already have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 like full buildings like in our little town area, which still doesn't have a name. We're trying to think of a town name that would fit, but we haven't come up with one. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode, I guess.